Alright, this is Deuce with People News. Hopefully this will be the final one, y'all. I'm going to make this short and sweet and fast, okay? Never look straight forward. Always look around to be able to protect yourself by any means necessary, okay? Just recognize you have the 10th Amendment. Use it, okay? Recognize your city council. They're the CEO of Walmart, and they think you are the employees, and you are bowing down to their wishes, obeying ordinances that does not apply to you. I tacitly agreeing to their terms, and you're tacitly agreeing that you're a resident when you plan out own your property. In fact, in the original Constitution, the only way you vote is you actually owned property. The only way you can be a judge is that you owned property. Anytime you was a senator or Congress, you owned property. All right, because there was a vested interest in there. All right, to be able to keep property away from taxes and all that. Okay, let's just proceed forward. Let's see if we can read that a little bit better. Citizens Rule Book, Bill of Rights, Jury Handbook. Fireworks are in the document itself. Read the Constitution. Okay, so anyway, I don't know. I haven't read that one, so who knows?
Violation of the town of Breckenridge. That's the answer. Section 2.2 of the Breckenridge Town Charter establishes Section 2.2 of the Breckenridge Town Charter establishes the judiciary within the town. This matter is appropriately within this court. If Mr. Anderson thinks a person, I am that person. I am representing the town of Breckenridge and the people of Colorado in this matter.
So you were...
See, attorney says, I am that person, and I am representing the people of Colorado and the town. But he just made a claim that he's one of them people, that he's standing for the people. Well, no, he's not. He is part of the corporation right now. He cannot be one of the people. Just saying.
Personally present at the accident and the incident, and you can actually attest for the state of Colorado what happened during the matter, because as I know, you were out there.
I've been appointed by the town council, the authority to regulate matters within the town of Breckenridge pursuant to the Breckenridge Town Charter, which has authority under the...
He has authority to regulate stuff going on, whether you guys heard it or not. Okay? But again, what did that guy just did? He called him out on it. Do you have first-hand knowledge of what happened? Right? Because right now, that attorney is operating in hearsay. And the judge is taking all that hearsay and ignoring the facts of what this guy is bringing to the table, right? To the courts. Right? So the judge is going to probably going leaning towards the attorney by hearsay than he is going by a guy with facts that it was there. See how backwards that is, people? And we call that due process, right? I don't know.
The state constitution, which has the authority under the U.S. Constitution, for the purposes of that question, yes, I am.
I would like to...
Yeah, he said that he is one of the people, and yes, I am by the authority of the U.S. Constitution. It's the freaking United States Constitution, not the U.S. Constitution. Words matter, y'all. Okay? Gotta breathe.
Call to the court's attention that constitutes high treason, as he cannot be the injured party.
Excuse me, I think you're throwing around terms that are not appropriate and not accurate.
Again, though, he's not...
Deny your motion.
I guess I would just like to say, Mr. Anderson, You do have rights that are established by the U.S. Constitution. Your right to liberty it cannot be abridged without due process of law. You are experiencing the due process of law currently. There is nothing that has been done to this point in time, or will be done in the future that is not compliant with that principle. You are afforded due process. That's it. You have certain rights established by the U.S. Constitution, but those rights are not unlimited.
Wait a minute. Them rights is inalienable. Okay? The burden of proof is on them. The Constitution did not give him any of these rights. It is a stop sign for that prosecutor to convict him of a crime that's not factual based, and it cannot be done by hearsay even though they're doing it. If they're going by hearsay, then it's a violation of due process, Mr. Prosecutor. And this man here is rebut that, Mr. Stuff. He's standing there as a man. He needs to rebut that. That's not my name. I'm not a mister. I'm not a sir. That's a title.
Provided the due process to the lawyer.
The court, they're actually violating and failing due process, again, because the rules, codes, and laws that were established by my fellow man without my consent do not apply to me, and I did not consent to any of your town ordinances. I choose to voluntarily follow your laws. I choose to voluntarily listen to your ordinances, in which, as a sovereign individual, as an American state national and not a U.S. citizen, I do not have to adhere to any of those laws. Those laws are not compliant to me. I voluntarily choose to because I follow God's law and natural law, and that is all. In which, again, you've already brought forward stating that you are the injured party under the town of Breckenridge and the people of the state of Colorado, which...
You are mistaken on that. He represents the town as the prosecutor. The victim in this would be the individual that was involved in the disorderly conduct and the assault. There is, and that matter is, would be determined at a trial where you would be provided due process and well, it's interesting. I'm sure you researched all of this, and I'll ask you questions about it as we go through, and I'm certainly that you'll be able to tell me what the case is about. Well, if I ask that.
Just to clarify for the record, too, Your Honor, that you stated that he was not. He did state specifically that he was the victim in the matter. So I would like to. Yes, he did. It was on record, sir. He did.
The attorney did say he was one of the people and he's acting as one of the people. So no, he is correct and the judge is incorrect. And this people that he is one of wasn't even present. So therefore, the people that he is or is not still going by hearsay. Just saying. But the judge is wrong. He did say he was one of the people, and by the Constitution, U.S. Constitution, that does not exist. It's the United States, people. Get it right.
No, it did not.
So I do not understand.
The victim, should the case go to...
Oh, I did like how he brought up that, he does these things just on his own accord, right? Just kind of keep the peace, basically what he's saying. But he does not have to go by them. Well, people say, well, yes, he does. Well, no, he's not a member of the corporation, people. American jurisprudence, again, ordinance, means member of corporation. It only applies to McDonald's, y'all. Walmart, Joe's Shack Shop down the road. But it does not apply to you. This is where we're lost and confused at. And this is the reason why we've been letting attorneys run our lives and they're playing these stupid games because the city is paying attorneys to keep them safe. And the other attorney that you're paying for has zero knowledge of it because they don't even read the American jurisprudence unless they get paid $1,000 an hour. So think about that.
Trial.
That the judge even denied about the American jurisprudence that he is supposed to be going by, and that a freaking attorney there is supposed to be going by.
But I don't see his name as one of the people that is versus me. It was the people of the state of Colorado. So why is it not Bob Gregory versus Christopher Anderson if he is the
If it were Bob Gregory versus Christopher Anderson, that would be a civil matter. This is a criminal matter.
This is how backwards we are in court, y'all. It don't matter if it's civil or criminal. A victim's still a victim. And if the victim's going to file a claim against me, it needs to be by the victim's name. Not the Mr. State of Texas, not the Mrs. Abilene, but John Doe needs to file a claim on me. As Giselle Doe. Okay? Don't matter if it's civil or criminal. So, this is how backwards we are. Literally, how backwards we are, y'all. It's even worse than I keep on thinking. Every time I think I have it halfway figured out, it just gets worse.
Well, I bring remedy to all verified claims, in which this is not a verified claim. They've still not yet show or bring anything from the facts and evidence where the competent facts witnesses.
The facts and witnesses would be presented at trial. At this point, you are presumed innocent. And as the trier of fact.
Let's stop right there. At this point, you are presumed innocent. Okay? But most of the time, they want you to make a plea. Not guilty, no contest, or guilty, right? But because he did not do this and the judge did not follow through with it, well, now he's under the presumed innocent, right? This is what the judges said. Presumed innocent. They didn't say presumed not guilty, right? We're looking at key words here, y'all. Okay? Listen to the judge very carefully on these videos I'm showing you. He is giving hints out there. I had to say. In all actuality, he's a very calm and outspoken judge in a calm manner. So I have to give him credit on that. All right? But he's also telling this guy, you know, you're not in court right now. Okay? That's what he's saying. He, in legal terms, he is telling that guy, well, you know, you got all these matters, but we're not even in court right now. It's just a process you got to go through. That because we assumed you're a corporation, you had to go through this process to show us that you're not a corporation so that you can go to the district court where you actually have constitutional rights, and hopefully, to God, you get the right judge and actually says the United States Constitution and not the U.S. Constitution.
I would not be given those facts until they come in at a trial with the witness being under oath, following the rules of evidence, and you would be allowed to cross-examine each witness, place your own version of what occurred in a trial. That is what due process is all about. Now we'll move on to the motion to dismiss.
Yeah, okay. Well, again, if you're not worried about these things until the next court of the district court, but don't they have to get the probable cause? You know, this is not legitimately a court. It's just a contract court. So you really, this judge don't even have any say about even probable cause of such crime alleged it happened. Basically, what he's saying. Well, we haven't got to the point just yet that you got your due process yet. Well, why in the hell am I going through all this effort?
With prejudice.
So before I
anything
dis-
further to add from your motion?
well, I would like to clarification, because I do not understand the fact that you just denied my first motion when the prosecuting attorney, Mr. Bob Gregory, just stated on record that.
I'm going to pause it there. And see, I want to use a motion. Motion is, Judge, can you grant me these magical powers? Pretty please, Judge. Can I please? You put in a notice and you stand on that notice and you tell that judge, you receive my notice? Yes. I stand on my notice. Okay? I'm not going to go in there and I'm not going to beg and plead for you to give me a yes or no on something I may or may not want. Will it may or may not help your case? I don't know. But I'm more inclined to bypass more of emotions and go into direct. Okay? I'm not going to sit there 10 times and beg for that judge to turn around and say, well, I'm going to deny it. Well, why in the fuck am I asking you? You know? Alright. Just saying. People are banking on these motions way too much. Quit asking favors for the court, especially if you don't want them to have jurisdiction, people. Sit and think about that. Why are you asking for courts for favors if you're challenging the jurisdiction? Stay out of fucking jurisdiction if you're challenging it. You're asking the judge to do you a favor. You're giving him jurisdiction. Alright. That being said, this guy is actually doing really, really well, but there's been a couple of times he actually legitimately gave the court's jurisdiction that he is challenging. Emotion is one of them. Alright, looks like one more video. This will be the People News.